live, uncut, unedited, tell the truth and shame the devil. I love being black. Tell the truth and shame the devil. I love being black. Tell the truth and shame the devil. I love being black. You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited. Tell the truth and shame the devil. I love being black. All right, all right, all right. We're live, uncut, and unedited. This is where we tell the truth and shame the devil. Come on in, people. Come on in. Come on in. We got the call in numbers. The summer, Chicago summer is here. Somebody said the summer haven't even got here. It's here already. Kenny Nicole, what's going on? I see you. Belisa, I see you. I see you. I see you. What's that? Alidra? Was it Alandra? Okay, Alandra. I see you. I see you. All right, Lee Ethels Liggins. I see you. All right, people. We here. We here. We here. Appreciate you guys. Come on in. Make sure you share the video. You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited. Tell the truth and shame the devil. I love being black. Mm-hmm. All right, people. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. I love being black. The summer is here. You already know what it is. Live, uncut, tell the truth, unedited. I love being black and shame the devil. I love being black. Come on in. I love being black. Come on in, people. Come on in. This is live, uncut, unedited. This is where we tell the truth and shame the devil. Come on in, people. Come on in. I love being black. Come on in, come on in, come on in. There's a lot going on right here in the city of Chicago. We have a lot going on. A lot going on. Mm-hmm. All right, I appreciate you. We always like to acknowledge some of our guests. Sometimes we don't get to acknowledge some of our guests, but sometimes we do. And I'm always shouting out the panel as well. So it's Chicago is here, people. The summer is here. Y'all waiting on the summer. It's here already. Well, they said, well, what do you mean, Martin? I'm talking about violence. It's here. Violence is here right now, people. You don't have to wait. It's here. I tell you, violence is here, people. Violence is here, people. You don't have to wait. You don't have to wait. Make sure you guys share the video. Those of you that want to talk that's on the panel, make sure you share the video. Tell you, violence is here, people. There's a lot going on tonight. A lot going on. Brother Louis Ramsey, I see you. Miss Emma Harris, I see you. I see you. King Nicole again. Marla Williamson, what's up? Pink. All right, I definitely love being. Let me say, I love being black. All right, Selena. I love being black. Somebody said summer isn't here. Hell Spring ain't even hit set in yet. You don't know what I'm talking about, Selena. You got to know how to read between the lines. Sharice Wright, Chris Moore, Doretha Glass. Summer, Chicago summer is here. I'm telling you. All right, D. All right. And I tell you, Kalia Fields, what's going on? All right, it's so sad to be true, but yeah, man, Chicago people, I don't know what to say. BH, good evening. That's right. Deborah Singleton, good evening, man, and everyone. I haven't seen you for a while. Good to be back. Good, good. All right, Alpha Omega, the violence about to be crazy this summer. No, the summer's now. Kimma Harris. All right, it's right now.
Tell the truth.
And what?
I love being black.
Yeah. All right, people, we're going to get started. Let me share the video to some of my people and post it on my page. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. This is definitely live, uncut, and unedited. This is where we tell the truth and shame the devil. I should have got me some drinking water. I ain't even got me no drinking water. All right, we got a couple of callers on here already. That's always a good sign. I got 2 shares and 2 likes. Ain't that crazy, people? 2 shares and 2 likes. Ain't that something? 2 shares and 2 likes. All right, that's terrible, people. That is terrible. 2 shares and 2 likes. All right. We got folks we had a home invasion today. Man, my YouTube family is coming on strong, YouTube. I appreciate the YouTube family. Man, we are growing together. We getting it from the mud. Tell you. Tomorrow, good evening. Ruthie Whitehead. All right. The summer's here. We haven't even, summer's here right now, people. Y'all can say what y'all want. Summer is here. Well, they say, well, what, Martin, what you talking about? I'm talking about violence. Violence is here right now. We don't have to wait till the summertime. Some of you guys not even being alert as to what's going on. It's so much crime going on, I don't believe none of us can keep up with it. A lot of us are lost on some crime scenes. All right. All right, people. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. It's always good to be living in the land of the living. I always tell people we're living in a good time. 2024. We're living in a good time. This is the best time in history. Best time in history. Tell you, some of you might disagree with me, but we living in a good time, day and time. I'm glad to be alive. I don't know about you. I'm in my 50s, and I had some friends that didn't even make it to their 40s. If they made it to the 30s. I had some friends that OD'd. I had some friends that got shot and killed, and I'm so glad to be living, to be a grandfather, to be a father. Some men have not got a chance to experience fatherhood. Some men. Not saying that if you're not a father, you're not important or anything like that, but there's nothing like fatherhood when you can experience fatherhood and being a grandfather. It's nothing like it. I almost can't even explain it to you because it's so good. I tell you. Being a grandmother, I don't want to leave the grandmothers out. You know, it's good to be living. I'm quite sure those of us is 35 and plus, or 40 plus, or 50 plus, and knocking on 60 door, I'm quite sure that we had some friends that were so dear to us, they didn't make it to their 40s, not even their 30s. But God spared us, and look at us, we here now. We may not have all the money that we want. We may not have that big house and big car and the career path that we want to take, but we're here. We're here alive and well, and we're breathing. We're clothed in our right mind. I tell you, that's something to be thankful about. And I'm very thankful just to be living in the land of the living, clothed in my right mind. I could be in a mental institution. I could be in prison somewhere. I could be sick in a hospital, dying of diabetes, cancer, HIV, AIDS, whatever. Stroke victim, but God spare you and I. And we're here. We're here. So we ought to be thankful and don't take our health for granted. I'm telling you, I'm not taking nothing for granted, people. I thank God for food, shelter, clothes tonight. Hey, I thank him for all of it. I'm declaring God's goodness tonight because I thank God for I'm able to walk, through the cities of Chicago and drive through. Ain't no bullet came inside of my car. No car fleeing from the police have hit me. I've learned of my friend, a car hit a high rate of speed today out in the south suburbs, broke both her ribs and messed up, fractured her eye and all that. People, we ought to be grateful to be living. I'm telling you, that could have been her life. Could have been her life, people. But I'm glad to be here. So I thank all my wonderful panel coming in tonight. I don't mean to be preaching, but y'all know sometime I get in my church mood and I get thankful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for where I am in life. It could be worse. I'm telling you, as I always say, people have cars and they can't drive them. They got a big queen and king size bed. They can't lay in it. They got money in the bank and they can't spend it. Well, you say, well, what do you mean? Somebody's laying up in the IC unit. Somebody's laying up in the mental institution, don't know who they are. Somebody got Alzheimer's and don't know who they are. They got houses, cars, and money, but they can't spend it. Somebody else is in control of their money. I tell you, some folks in the hospital right now, they can't even change them. They can't get up and go to the bathroom and use it all by themselves. They have to depend on another man or another woman to wipe their backside. Thank God that could be you and I. Could be you and I. But God spared us with good health. And we here. But if we keep living, we might have to cross that bridge one day. God forbid that we'll lose our independence. I'll tell you, people, break a limb, break an arm or something. Then you'll see how important it is just to walk around here, just to swing your arm and move your hands and do some exercise and walk and ride a bike. Just break a limb and you will see how important that every limb on your body is important. Lose your eyesight and you'll see how important that your eyesight is to you. Lose your hearing and you will see how important it is to you. A lot of you that's on here, some of us, we're ungrateful, we hateful, we mean, we got jealousy and envy in our heart toward one another. We don't say nothing good about nobody. Have you ever met a person that never had nothing good to say about nobody, include their own mother and father? Something is not right, people. Something is not right. They ain't never got nothing good to say about nobody. They won't support nobody. They won't love on nobody. They won't help nobody. Nothing. They just mean and they mad at the world and they just mad at everybody. Tupac says, me against the world. But God put some of us in the world that we need each other. And I always say on this live tonight, people, that no man that ever acquired riches in this country have done it by himself. He had to have some help, or she had to have some help. You can't get rich in this country by yourself. Well, you say, well, Martin, it's my idea, but somebody had to make it, put it on paper. Somebody had to make your idea to become real. Real talk. Real talk, people. I'm just saying tonight, I'm just grateful to be living because I could be dead and sleeping in my grave. Real talk. I think my phone hung up. Yes, it did. I'm going too hard tonight, but that's okay. I'm going to call back again. I'll tell you. It's real talk.
Hey, caller. This is Martin G.
All right, we're going to get started. Live. As soon as I get back on this live, and I appreciate y'all. Chicago summer is here. We always talk about
off or down.
The summer.
Do not have us on speakerphone, so we won't have an echo, and we'll be with you shortly. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much.
Please record your name for announcement.
Live, uncut, unedited. All right, people, we're going to get started. We're going to start with the first caller. I believe that's Sharice, 3699. Hey, caller, you're live, uncut, unedited. We talk about Chicago summer. So, you know, when we talk about summer, that means crime. Go ahead.
Hello, is this me?
Yeah, 3699. 3699. That's what I want first.
Hey, Martin.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Yeah, I'm all right. How y'all doing tonight?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I just saw on the news where it was that home invasion, and one of the invaders was shot, and I was able to. One of your old videos from 3 years ago popped up on my timeline today, and I reshared it, and it was you going to the scene of officers being shot at, which is really weird because it has gone from them being shot at and now they're being shot and killed, and it's just it was to the day, the 23rd of April 3 years ago, and you were on your way to the scene, and all these police cars were flying by, and it's 3 years to the day that you were on your way to that scene. That's crazy. Yep, I reshared it. Yep, 3 years ago to the day. That's before they jammed up the frequencies.
Can I be honest? I have done so many crime scenes, and man, it's like a penny. When you see one penny, they all look alike in a sense. They all look alike, people. I'm telling you. And I'm going to tell you, it's real out here, people. Nobody wants to admit that their sons and their daughters and their nephews and nieces out here carrying on in such a way that we can't walk around in the community. I'm telling you, then they get mad at me. They call me a snitch. They call me a stool pigeon because I want best for my community. But you receiving grant money from the state. You receiving money from the white man. So if you calling me a stool pigeon, but you receiving the money from the white man, ain't none of y'all can bring forth a man that said I ever told on him or sit on the witness stand and say he did it or she done it. None of y'all could do that on here. None of it. None. I got to tell the truth and shame the devil. But a lot of you out there that's receiving the grant money and you playing both sides, you still in the street gang banging, selling drugs, then you call yourself mentoring young men and women and all that. You're dead wrong. You're dead wrong. Your sin's going to find you out. It's going to find you out. Trust me. It's going to find you out. They're always talking about when somebody is doing well. And I learned in this life, Helen and Sharice and Marcus, that you're not going to be able to please everybody. Not that I'm a man and a woman pleaser, but I'm just doing what God tell me to do. You ain't got to worry about me sleeping with your wife. You ain't got to worry about me sleeping with your young daughter. You ain't got to worry about me molesting your son. You ain't got to worry about me being in your inbox trying to get a date or a proposition for some sex. You ain't got to worry about none of that. Well, why you always talk about crime? Well, if you don't do no crime, I ain't got to talk about it no more. I ain't gonna have nothing to report on then. If you ain't out there doing it. Well, they say, well, Martin, you was a criminal. Yeah, I was a criminal. And anybody can change. And I'm telling you, don't get stuck out there. Because guess what? The world don't love you. And when people use you up, they're going to throw you under the bus. They're going to tell on you. Now, you think a man facing 100 years ain't going to snitch on you? Now, listen. First of all, let me just say this. I'm going to let y'all talk. I got to get this out. The same people that walk around here that call me a snitch or a police, whatever you want to call me, and you went down and did some prison time, you know you should have got 100 years for that murder, but you told on your rappy. You turned state evidence on. I ain't tell on your rappy. I wasn't there. I didn't see you shoot him. But you did. You got caught with a pistol. And you gave up your rappy. You told him he got a dope house over there on such and such and such. Go over there. I'll call him right now and have him bring me something. You can catch him on the way to me. He'll never know. See, I'm going to tell y'all people, it's a dirty game out here. It's a dirty game. Listen, ain't no honor among thieves at all, period. Period. Some of these folks out here, they talk a good game in public, But guess what? The moment you turn your back, they putting a dagger in your back. They putting a big old knife, long, sharp knife in your back. They don't care about your mother. They don't care about your children. They don't care about nothing. All they care is about staying out of jail at your expense. It's a sign that my father friend said. He said when he used to go to the police station years ago, he said, "Why do 10 when you got a friend?" So don't come on here talk about I'm a snitch and you telling on your home friend. First of all, I'm not out. I'm not in the car when you're doing a drive-by. I'm not in the car when you carjacking. I'm not on the car when you're doing I'm not on the scene when you're doing home invasion. I don't even see you doing these things. So don't be mad at me because I'm reporting the scenes. I'm not around when you shooting at the police. I'm not around. So how could I tell them? I don't know nothing. I'm not around when you try to put that young girl and kidnap her and sex traffic. I'm not around for none of that. But when I report it, you get mad. You get mad and call me a snitch. And you the one involved in crime. Telling on your own rappy. Snitching on folks. Turn them in for the reward money. Now, one person out there can say that I turned somebody in for some reward money. I've never took no reward money. Not one person can say it. You can't get mad at me because I want a better community. You can't get mad at me because I want our children to be safe and our women and our seniors. You can't get mad at me. What you mad for? I just don't like him. What did he do to you? He ain't do nothing. I just don't like the way you got no reason not to like me. And I tell you, I'm not worried about if you like me now. You better listen to the message because it might say you. And that's real talk. So for all my friends out there that think I'm a snitch, and then you in that life of crime, that criminal element, you ain't got to worry about me because I ain't going to tell on you. You better worry about your rapping, who you doing the crime with. That's who going to see you doing. That's the one who you better worry about. The one you doing the crime with that's telling on you. That's the one you worry about. Because the crime chase ain't doing nothing but reporting crime. That's it. That's it. All right. I got that off my shoulder. All right. All right. Okay, 36.99. I'm sorry. I went into one of the moments.
No, you had to do it.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it.
Because, see, some folks, they don't know what the mission is. And matter of fact, I ain't chasing no money either. And I ain't on here begging for no money.
You're not mad at Channel 9 and Channel 7?
No, they ain't.
Channel 5? Not mad at them? Yeah. Get it.
Yeah, I had to tell folks I'm not out there carjacking and selling dope and shooting and drive-by and smashing and grabbing. Don't get mad at me. Get mad at your friend, that woman that you told what you did. Get mad at them because they the one telling on you, not me. I don't know you from a can of paint. Period.
I don't know what you did.
I don't know what you did. Period. Real talk. I got to put out there, they out here receiving government money, government grants. Talking about I'm out here telling. Yeah, okay. Well, what you think the government paying you for? Yeah. They ain't paying me. They ain't paying you to not to say nothing. I'm telling you, people, this life is real. This is real. I hate when people do stuff like that. They don't know nothing about me. Don't even know what my mission is. I'm helping folks. I'm finding missing people. I'm saving folks. That's what I'm doing. What you doing? Selling dope. What you doing? Carjacking, robbing folks. You get mad at me. High-speed chases and all that. I don't know you from a can of paint. I'm just trying to better the community. That's all. So we can come outside and play basketball. The young ladies can walk down the street and push their babies. And they ain't got to worry about a straight bullet coming at them. Something wrong with us. Ain't y'all tired of releasing balloons? Ain't you tired of putting people's faces on T-shirts with wings? Aren't we tired? Can we come outside for a chance? That's real talk. Then we talk about the white folks. Oh, they could do that in their neighborhood. Yeah, because, listen, they together. They pushing on crime. That's what they're doing. People, we cannot keep complaining about these high crime areas if we sitting down and not saying nothing, not doing nothing. You know your nephew out here shooting and killing. Talk to him. I ain't even asking you to turn him in. Can you talk to him? Can you send him out of town so he can restart and stop all that shooting and killing? Where are these guns coming from? You're afraid to search your son's room. Your son taking you to the grocery store in a car that he just carjacked. You ain't said nothing. And you get mad at me because I'm reporting. Am I making sense, y'all? Just let me know if I'm making sense.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing to tell on nobody. I wasn't there when you shot that man. I wasn't there when you carjacked that woman. I wasn't there when you smashed and grabbed. I wasn't there. I wasn't there when you blew that man's brains out. I wasn't there. I don't know what you look like. Come on now, people. We're in the summertime right now. Who the real snitches out here? Come on now, somebody talk. Who are the real snitches? The ones that's doing the crime with these people. Those are the snitches. How would I know what's going on in your house, Sharice, if I ain't in your house? Let somebody tell me. I don't know what's going on in your house. The police ain't everywhere. They ain't on every corner in every block. Yeah.
Friends, family members.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all out here snitching on each other and try to point at the crime like I'm telling on you. Man, I don't know nothing about you. I don't even know your name. I don't even know you exist to tell on you. You ain't told me you committed that crime. You better listen, you better tell your rabbit that you did it with. He the one sold you out because he got caught. So he felt like since I got caught, I ain't gonna let you get away. Listen, I'm telling y'all how the game go out here in the streets, people. See, they always point fingers. They always point fingers at other folk, but they're real snitches themselves. Have you ever seen a person that you know that shot somebody and killed somebody, carjacked and robbed somebody right out the next day? Have you ever scratched your head like, hold on, did you just do this crime and you out? We all know people like that. How did you get out of jail? And we ain't talking about Ken Fox let you out either. We know something ain't right. You snitching. You telling. You telling. Oh yeah, I'm telling the truth tonight. I don't know why this came over my spirit tonight because I gotta clear the air tonight. That's real talk. So all you out there that think I'm a snitch, just keep thinking that I'm not. You better watch your friend who you did the crime with, or your little female friend that you told her what you did. I'm telling you. All right, $36.99. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I got in my mode.
I get it. Hey, I agree with everything you said because it's true. We've all seen or heard stories of their friends, their family, they're telling on them. So, I mean, it's true. I don't have nothing else to say. I'm ready to get it ready. I'm ready to go.
All right. Come on, come on, Marcus. Come on. Summer's here. Come on.
Well, summer is here, and it's sad that it's the same old Chicago. Nothing is changing. So what is the problem? We want to blame everybody, even blame the parents, but it's not just the parents' problem. It's not the system. It's not the white man. It's the individual. It's the individual that's allowed this evil spirit that we call the devil to control their mind and to deceive them and to mislead them into doing harmful things. And I spoke on my live earlier about people not caring. When you don't care, you don't care who your actions hurt. You don't care about the community. We blame the white man. We blame the preachers. We blame the police for everything. But no one makes you throw stuff down in the alley and leave it there. You do it in front of a garbage can. No one makes you tear down the basketball rims at the park. You do it because you want to and you don't care. No one makes you do these bad things in your community. You don't care. You have the spirit of, I don't give a you know what. I'm going to do what I want to do. And if anybody says something to me, I'm going to whoop they so-and-so because I don't care. It's all about me. You have a selfish spirit. Anytime another black man kill another black man, you might as well go on Google and Google a KKK suit and put it on. You might as well Google a police uniform who you see as the KKK and put it on because you are the KKK. You're killing your own people. The black neighborhood should be the safest neighborhood in America, but they're the worst, and they're the worst because some of our own people don't care about their own community, and they hoop and they holler about the white man, this, the system that, the system doing this, and then you got some of these activists that are on the take. You got these preachers that are on the take. You got these political people that are on the take. They all about money. Martin, I have said this to you many times. Shouldn't nobody have to pay you to save your own people?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody should have to pay you to save your own people. If you want to do it from your heart, you do it from your heart. You ain't got to go on Facebook Live and put homeless people and people who are at their lowest on live to show to the public that you're feeding them, that you're helping them. They may not want their face shown on live. They don't want the whole world to know that they're in a down, dark moment. But you want the whole world to know because you want accolades from the world. You don't want accolades from God. You're not doing it because God told you to do it. You're doing it because you want praise from people. And let's tell the truth and shame the devil. Some people go to church not for God, not even for the pastor. They're praying for money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hot summer. It's going to be many more hot summers if we don't hold the individuals accountable.
That's it.
And if the individuals themselves don't hold themselves accountable.
And I want to say this too, Marcus. I guarantee you, if we got anybody on here from law enforcement that's on this live to call in, ask any one of your police friends or there were anybody working law enforcement who tells on people commit crime. Most likely it's the people that who they committed it with. That's who tell on each other. I'm telling you.
Yep.
I guarantee you. I guarantee you. I guarantee you this, people. Let me tell you this. My name ain't on none of these people court papers, and Martin Johnson told them, or Martin Johnson witness you did that. My name ain't on none of their paperwork. None of it. I just report. That's all right. That's it. That's it. Go ahead, Marcus. I'm sorry, but I had to say that because
no, I'm just saying you're right.
Yeah.
And a lot of people that get caught, it's their own people tricking on them to get their reward money.
That's it.
It's all about that money. When they put their reward up there, all of a sudden the person that got caught. I mean, I'm gonna go back to the 90s when Robert Sandiford killed that little girl. How they catch him so fast? It wasn't the decent people in the community because they didn't know where he was at. But I bet you it was some of the people in his own gang that told off on him and got him caught fast because they didn't want that heat on their dope set with all them police. Got all the police that shuts down the street business. So you're right. The criminals tell on themselves. They say the streets ain't no love in the streets.
And they on Facebook with their guns. They on Facebook bragging about who they shot on this block and that block. You telling on your own self. You putting your crimes in a song. Come on now, people. You arguing with people, bragging about it. Yeah.
Ron Holt used to tell me all the time. Commander Ron Holt used to tell me all the time. He called me Rev. He said, Rev, we be popping them off all the time on Facebook. They putting themselves out there. It's easy for us to get them now. So tell me why the police can't catch these shooters.
Mm-hmm. Woo!
And carjacking.
Mm-hmm.
It's a white boy going around filming the Kia boys carjacking.
Mm-hmm.
It's entertainment to them when he should be arrested.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Okay. Oh, we got 900 people. Oh, Lord. I don't know what she about to say, but oh, Lord. I don't
You got an
know.
overload.
Oh, my God.
You got an overload. It's going to be a long one tonight.
It's going to be a long one. They got 900 on here, Lord. Oh, Lord. Lord, let me, Lord, I don't know what she about to say, but whatever she say, Lord, please help us. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm praying. I got to pray before you get on here, girl. Oh, Lord, how much?
Hey, Martin.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing?
Hey.
Good hearing from you. Good hearing from you.
So first, I want to ask a question. Something you said earlier, I never heard this before, and I maybe I missed the context, but you said why do 10 when you got a friend? What does that mean?
That means if you get caught doing the crime, instead of you doing 10 years, you give up somebody else so they can do it. That's all what that means.
Oh,
snitching.
Oh, wow. Okay. Then.
Yeah, that's what that means. Why do 10 when you got a friend? Give up somebody.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
Oh, I get it.
So, but I had to say that because people calling me a snitch, a stupid, whatever they call me, but I'm not out there committing crimes with y'all. I don't know what y'all doing out there. You know? I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You tell on your own self.
Well, yeah, I mean.
Go ahead.
Well, yeah, you're right. You're right. It is. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be the first one to say it. If it was me, and the judge told me, hey, you know, you're gonna get this 100 years unless you tell us who did it, and we reduce it to like 20. You better believe I'm snitching.
Oh, they do it. They do it every day. They do it. Listen, you ain't got to listen. You ain't got the public admit that. They gonna do it too. They gonna do it, and they doing it. They doing it.
And you know what? Even if they don't, even if they know that they couldn't even give you 100 years for it, they know that you don't know that because you just in the interrogation room. They say, look, you're looking at 100 years. You know, little do you know you're guilty, but you don't know that you're not going to be facing. For all you know, the max penalty could be 20 years. But they told you 100 because they want you to, you know, cough up who did it. But you scared. You know, you already caught for the most part. You know you're going down one way or another, and they coming at you saying, when you're going to do these 100 years, your life, you know, you 20, 30 years old, your life flashing before your eyes. You know, any person in their right mind is going to snitch. I ain't afraid to say it. You know, I'm a.
Listen,
I'll give you the,
they ain't got to say it. Listen,
listen,
they ain't got to say it 900. They doing it. We know they doing it. We know they doing it.
I tell them your mother's name, your father's name, I'm telling everything. Anyway, yeah, but Chicago summer, yeah, you know, even I don't live there anymore. You know, I've been listening to your shows the past couple of days, so I'm aware of what's going on. Like that police officer was shot and killed. I'm aware of what happened. But yeah, you know, it hasn't even really gotten hot good yet. So once it really start getting hot out here, you know, in the 80s, 90s, you know, it's really gonna be something. And I don't know if I'm gonna be visiting this summer.
Listen, young lady, it don't have to get out. It's hot right now. That's why that's the type of the title is Chicago Summer is here. It's here right now. Y'all keep putting it off into the summertime. It's happening right now. Police.
No, I know, but I'm saying if it's happening right now, imagine what it's going to be like when it's in the 80s and 90s. That's what I'm saying. It's going to be even worse.
Yeah, it's worse now.
So that's why I'm like, you know, I mean, I don't know. Every time I come up there, is always something that's deteriorated about Chicago. Like before I moved away, I didn't used to see people smoking cigarettes, lighting cigarettes on the train. But now, every time I come back from O'Hare and I'm on the blue line, I have to be on that blue line for a long time to get to my stop. And without it, with every time it doesn't fail, somebody is lighting up a cigarette on a cart, just casually smoking. And I have to get off the cart and go to the next cart because I just can't believe that they just sitting here smoking and nobody else looking at them, and nobody saying anything. They just sitting there taking it, and I'm like, my throat is burning right now, and I can't wait till this train stops so I can move to the next car, because little stuff like that. It's just like I never saw stuff like that, And if somebody was smoking, they would at least try to be discreet about it. People just casually just sitting back, lighting a cigarette, just I don't know. It's just little things like that I noticed. That.
Well, have you noticed this? That I know you don't live here anymore. The migrants is coming in. So it can't be that bad.
Yeah, I saw that video about them. It was those. I think it was Venezuelans. They was on the west side, Springfield or something. They was fighting. People were saying they was illegal, but they didn't look Venezuelan. I mean, I don't know. They could have been. They was Hispanic for sure. I don't know if it was Mexican or Venezuelan, but I haven't seen firsthand a pack of. Well, because I don't live there anymore, but I haven't been there in about at least a year now. It'll be interesting to see though, if you see the migrants hoarding somewhere. I don't know what they be at downtown, or they got their little places on the west side. I don't know. I haven't seen any videos, or I've only seen stuff like that in New York, because it's really open out there in New York. Like they got whole buses full of people they just got here, and they in New York, they got like migrants set up barber shops right there on the corner, giving their people haircuts, So anyway, yeah, I hope.
Girl, stop talking. You ain't ran out of stuff. Let me go to the next caller. You come back to you. You ain't ran out. You just all right. 1975. Let me go to the next caller. Come on, 1975.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
Can I talk to you about this police officer that's here?
Go ahead.
All right. Do you know that there's a shelter on 51st West 51st Street? That's a half a mile from 56th Street where the officer got killed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if you are aware of that, but I wonder how far from the officer truck that was found is close to that shelter. This is very interesting because that shelter that's on 51st Street is not far from the crime scene on 56th.
Okay.
So I mean, I do not know. I'm just saying.
Well, I can hold it. You're not gonna come in no shelter 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning. That ain't gonna happen. Only way you go in the shelter, unless they know your work schedule, you work and you come home from work. Just walking in the shelter 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, it ain't gonna happen. Now he could live there, but it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, but Mark, go back to the video when he went into the store and he had on all black. He went into the store and he paid with a blue card. He paid what he bought. He paid with an Illinois link card.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they knew who he was. Because when he paid with the Illinois link card, they knew who that card was registered to.
Hold on.
Now,
I'm misunderstanding something here.
Okay. Go back to the video.
Okay.
When he came to the store, go back to the video. When he came in the store with all black on,
okay,
he went to the register to pay.
Okay.
Look at that credit card he paid with.
Was that a link? Was that an EBT card or was that a credit card?
The credit card he paid with, look at that credit card, it was all blue.
Okay.
That is an Illinois link card. That's the same credit card.
That's what I just asked you. EBT is a link card. That's what that is. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It is the same card that they give to migrants. Yes, it is.
Okay.
So I think what you need to do, you need to run that. You need to look at that.
Mm-hmm.
You really need to look at the link between the migrant. It was in Gage Park, that migrant Gage Park facility. It's only 2 miles from where the officer was killed at. So they can't put this on us, man.
I know
they
they're
can't
trying.
Put this on us.
They trying.
Yeah, but they cannot put this on us, man. That Gage Park Micro Center is only a mile from where the officer was killed at.
Mm.
And then when the officer's car was found, it's only a mile to the Micro Center.
Mm.
They can't put this on.
Mm. Okay, that's a good point. I thought about that today. It was a link card, so they probably, they track that down. They track that.
Well. See, here's what I think. I think when they grabbed him up, when he was in that store, and they saw that link card, and he used that link card to pay for his items, I think that's what.
I don't know if it is he caught people. I don't think he's caught. They ain't grabbed him.
Yeah, because because when you use that link card in that store, they got the receipt. They know who's the owner of the link card. They know the time of the transaction. I think that transaction was about 10 o'clock. So that was 10 o'clock, and then he went on and did something about 12 o'clock. But yeah, they knew. They know. But they're not going to tell us that was a migrant.
Well, let me just say this, and I said it publicly. If they don't solve this crime within 24 to 48 hours, it's an inside job. Police, hold it. Chicago police know how to solve crimes. If you kill one of theirs, they're going to bring the top everything to investigate.
Yeah.
I mean, top everything is going to be pulled on hold until they solve this officer crime.
Yeah.
You better believe that.
Not gonna say, right. And that, I do agree with you. I do. But they're not going to say it was migrant. They're not going to say it was migrant.
Just like on 80th, just like 80th and Western, it was a shootout. That wasn't but a migrant because they didn't even show his face.
Yeah.
That was a migrant that was shooting out with the police. Police shot him in the hand on 80th and Western. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead, brother.
Go back. Go back and look at that video. When he came into the store with the black outfit on, he had that blue link card in his hand. And that's what he paid with. That's how they ran him down. Now, they not going to come out and tell us that it was an immigrant. The mayor came out and blessed the family. The mayor came out and blessed the family and said he's going to do whatever he can because he don't want that backlash. He don't want that. So let's just get some motherfucker back. He don't want that. But go back, Martin. Go back, look at that video.
Hey, brother, they ain't got nobody yet. Ain't nobody been caught for that. They said they want him. They want him for questioning.
Right. Because
they listen.
When he was in the store.
Let me say this, brother. Right. Hold on, brother. Brother, hold it, brother. Hold it. Let me tell you how this thing works here in the city of Chicago. We got doorbell rings. We got cameras on people's homes and properties and businesses and all that. They really have not showed us no camera. The only camera they have showed us angles of him walking on the sidewalk and going in the store.
Right.
What about they have not identified they have not presented to us, the public. Let me say that.
Right.
Him being in the crime scene. Let me say that.
And what though? And you are right about that. But let me answer this question.
Now hold it. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
All right. Let me answer this question. They showed us a video when he was in all black. He was in a store buying candy, went in his wallet and pulled out a blue link card and paid for the item. Once he did that, they know who he is. They know who the person that
brother, you done said that 100 times, brother. You done said that 100 times, man. They ain't got nobody. Yeah, they haven't got nobody. Trust me. They ain't got nobody, man. This don't even sound right, brother. No, what you saying is true. What I'm saying is this mysterious looking person in the video. Hold on, brother. We didn't be I studied this, brother. I studied this, brother.
If you go into a store and if you use
sir, how many times you gonna keep saying that? Sir, how many times you gonna keep saying that? We understand that. We understand that. That's a transaction. We know that. We know that. We know that, sir. But where is he?
All right. That's the transaction, and that transaction leads back to identity.
Yeah. You know sir, you have not told us nothing that we don't know. We know that, sir.
Okay. So that's how they identified the person.
Sir, how many times you gonna keep repeating? Sir, how many times you gonna keep repeating yourself? Yeah, how many times you gonna keep telling us that? We know that, sir.
Okay. All right.
We know that.
Okay.
We know that, sir. No disrespect. We know that.
Okay, so we good.
Yeah, we're good on that.
So they identify. Hold up, Mark. So they identified the person by using that link card. Okay.
Sir, how many times you gonna keep repeating this? Now you just said that this is. Sir, okay, we gotta go. Sir, we understand what you're saying, sir. I understand it. You done told us over and over. You done told us over and over, sir. That's good information. That's good information. I promise you.
That's all I'm saying.
I know. You done told us about 10 times. You told us.
But you said, okay, but Mark, you said the other night, how did they know? You said the other night, Mark, how did they know that person was involved? You said that the other night.
Right. Well, it's true. How do we know? We don't know.
Okay, fine.
Listen,
fine.
I wasn't there. My thing is, according to the facts that they're releasing, how do you know? So you telling me how far is this store is from the crime scene? Yeah. We'll say from the car in the alley. Think about that. Sir, listen. Listen, brother. Listen. How about this? No. Hold it. Hold on, brother. You're not going to overtalk me. Brother. You're not going to overtalk me, brother. Respect the host, okay? All right, thank you. I'm going to let you talk. First of all, brother, it's all sketchy. Now, from where he got shot at, from where they found the car at, and where they got where the store at. Now, did he go to the store after he did the shooting, or did he go to the store before he did the shooting? That's what we want to know. That's all I'm asking, sir. We don't know. We only basing what they released to us, brother. That's what I'm telling you.
Right.
That we don't know. We don't know if that's a before picture or after. We don't know. We don't know. They got him in two different outfits, changing. We don't know. So you tell me he went to the store before he killed the man. Then after he killed the man, after he killed him, he went back to the store again. That don't make no sense.
No. When he was at the store with the yellow outfit on, it was 3:59. That was before the officer was killed. When he went to the store with the black outfit on, it was 10 o'clock. When he went to the store with the black outfit on, he went to the cash register.
Sir, do you know what time the officer got killed? He got killed in the morning, shot in early in the
They said it was 4 o'clock. They said it was 4 o'clock.
A.M., sir. No, A.M., sir. It was in the a.m. that he got shot.
Well, 4 o'clock in the morning. It's
3
a.m. But they got him on camera at 2 different times.
But okay, sir, what I'm asking you, sir, 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 sir,
and then they got home
sir,
again at 3.
sir. Can I ask you a question? Why they don't have them leaving from the crime scene? All them cameras in this area.
That.
Well, they haven't shown. Well, if they showed us, hold on. Would they?
We do not know that.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. So we don't know if he's we don't know if he's a shooter, the killer, or not. We don't know that.
No.
We don't. I'm talking about the public. When I say we, the public, because I'm not a part of the investigation.
We do know there's a migrant center. There's a migrant center 2 miles away.
Okay, that's a possibility.
Okay, we do know when he got out that goddamn car and ran, that was a migrant center 1 mile away. We know that.
Now, hold on. How you know he ran? He could have walked, sir. He went in the store Illinois. You have a nice day, sir. Thank you for your comments.
I'm in my going.
What's wrong with that man, Martin?
I'm not here to talk about nobody. I'm just gonna leave it alone.
Crazy.
You know, I ain't gonna call him crazy. I ain't gonna say nothing. But
he's an agitator.
Yeah.
On that dope.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he made some good points. I wouldn't say that. But I did tell him you can't walk in no shelter any time of the day. Not no big shelter like that. No. That's not going to happen. So my thing is, we see no other footage with him being close to the crime scene. Now they have not presented. I'm not saying they don't have it, but I have not seen it. I'll say that. Because it's all speculation with us people.
They say it's a 30-minute walk, Mark.
Right.
It said, I looked it up on Google.
Right.
From 63rd in Sacramento to 55th in Kedzie is a 28-minute walk.
Excuse me. Wow.
Yeah, I did it on my phone on Google. It's a 28-minute walk.
Well, this is mysterious. Again, condolence to the family. This is folks, I'm all, man, you putting people face up and all, but listen, I don't even believe the brother did the shooting. I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't imagine a black man walking 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning in the heavy gang area, Latin King area, that time of morning. I just can't. I mean, I could see him walking if he just got out of his Uber or his car broke down or something, but just walking up. No, I can't. No, you can't never convince me that. Now I know black people out here doing a lot of shooting and all that. I know we doing a lot of that, but y'all ain't gonna put this one on us. No, y'all gonna have to show us more than a man buying something in the gas station, a mile away or so or two. You got to show us more than that, man. You mean tell me he was not detected? What path did he take? You know what I'm saying? I'm quite sure we got the top-notch investigators here at CPD. We have them and intelligence. So you tell me I would have knocked on every door and actually ring doorbell, camera and everything. So you mean to tell me this man walked all through the alley? Yeah, so it's I don't know, man. Yeah, maybe some of y'all help me out. Marcus, somebody. It's not making sense,
It's not making sense.
Of course.
And I've been talking about this has happened. It's a 30-minute walk. You can go on Google and put the 63rd in Sacramento because the caller last night said he goes into that gas station every day at 4 o'clock in the morning, and it's on 63rd in Sacramento. From 63rd in Sacramento to 55th in Kedzie is a 28-minute walk. So, okay, even the backpack, there's a lot of stuff in that backpack. He may even be homeless. Dr. Davis and I spoke on that earlier. He may even be homeless. So there has to be more footage of him roaming the streets at 3 o'clock in the morning. There has to be more. If that's your suspect, where is the rest of the footage of him roaming the streets, the 28-minute walk from 63rd in Sacramento at the Marathon gas station to 55th and Kedzie, and that was on the street. So we have to have all those businesses with cameras and all that kind of stuff. There has to be more. Has to be.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see him getting out of the vehicle? They said they found the vehicle in an alley. I'm saying somebody's camera picked up something.
He got, listen, you mean to tell me this man went invisible from that long walk from that? Come on now, that's just, come on now. No.
There's footage of him walking, getting out of the car, getting out of Uber. There's footage. You have to have more than just him going into a gas station.
You got to, come on, all them cameras he walked by. Don't you know the average home got a doorbell ring or Google doorbell ring or something? The average home. Yeah. And most of the people live in these areas, gang infested areas, they're going to have cameras.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to tell you nothing, people. If the doorbell ring is, they got an app where anybody can look at anybody's camera. Period.
Yep.
And CPD got top-notch man that can go get them cameras. I know of them. I don't know them personally. Yeah. So, I mean, something ain't right, people. Anytime the police have never solved another crime of police getting killed, it to me is an inside job.
Something is wrong.
Yeah.
Something is wrong.
Yep.
Something's not right. I'm going by what I see, people, now, what they release. Now, if they release more information, then I'll say, okay. But you can't tell me from 63rd in California all the way to 52nd Kedzie, y'all only got them on the camera, going in the store and leaving, walking out. That's it. Come on now, people. Make that make sense.
Yeah.
That don't make sense.
28 minutes.
Yeah, that walk. I don't care if it was 10 minutes. I don't care if it was 5 minutes. Somebody, he didn't walk past somebody's house or something.
Mm-hmm.
With that outfit on. Yeah.
And that backpack.
And that backpack. He didn't leave his backpack.
That huge backpack. Mm-hmm.
There's too many cameras out here, people. Now, okay, y'all, I'm going to give y'all an example. Y'all remember that case, I think it was early last year, sometime last year. Remember, it was an expressway shooting. This guy, he thought the police officer was some thugs. Man, they traced that man all the way back to his house and got him within hours.
The white
guy. Yeah.
He was white.
I don't know if he's white or not. No. This guy was black. They traced him back to the car and went in his house and got him. He did a shooting. He shot the police. It was out in the hundreds. He did it on the expressway. And they went, because I went to the crime scene. They went to his house and got him. They got him.
Same thing to a white guy. Mm-hmm. On the expressway.
And you know what?
And got him.
And y'all noticed too, and I was hearing that on this particular crime scene, that they had all types of law enforcement there. And wonder why. Think about it. All types of law enforcement there. Different branches of law enforcement. Yeah, when the officer got shot and killed. So, I mean, everything that we're saying is just, it's not written in stone. It may not be factual. It could be fact. We don't know. We just base it on the facts that they gave us, just using a little logic. That's all. We wasn't there.
I want to know. That was brazen, baby. That was real blatant, out in the open. That was a comfortable kill. They did that just on the street, just out in the open. I
just want to know how the man disappeared from all the way from 52nd and Kedzie, 56th and Kedzie, all the way to 63rd in California. How did he disappear? We got no movement of him or nothing. Also, there's somebody said there's a gas station. Maybe that's the gas station he was at, 55th in California. That might have been the gas station he went to instead of 163rd in California. Sacramento. We don't know. You know.
I don't know. They called him last night. It seems pretty adamant. He said he gets off work at 4 o'clock in the morning, and he goes to that gas station every day at 4 o'clock in the morning. He says every day he stops there. So made me look
and that's another thing. Now look at this, people. Look how they trace them guys that killed FB Duck downtown, the Gold Coast. They trace him all the way back to Old Block. Technology. That's right, Carl. I forgot about that. Yeah. So.
And Martin.
Go ahead, Marcus.
Facial recognition in the riot. If they got this man's face, can't they find him by facial recognition?
Yeah, they got that too. But if the man is a migrant, they ain't got nothing on him. Because the migrants ain't got no history, no record here. They can't do no background check on no migrant, not from their country. Yeah. If it's a migrant, because you got some migrants, they just as dark.
Yep. Venezuelans, yep. Yep.
So I mean, I don't mean to keep dragging this story in the mud, but it's a lot of questions we got to ask. A lot of questions. You know.
I want to know.
The Jesse Smollett case.
Right to...
Yeah. So, yeah. This man, they got this man a random picture on it. You know, I thought it was two different people. It was one person. Let me just say this. Let me just say this, y'all, about the police period here in America. If the police was really honest and just and righteous, they wouldn't need no body cam. They wouldn't need no dash cam. They wouldn't need all that. Wouldn't need all that. That's why we living in a good time. Those of us, even when we dead and gone, they can roll back them cameras. The dashboard camera, the body camera. They could even stick a code in the police car to tell you how fast the police was going, how many stops and all that. They got all that. The technology is so great now, people. It's so great. So, I mean, man, y'all got to bring us some more stuff, some more footage here so we can see it. All these cameras. Come on now, people. You got killed right in front of an exercise place. You know they got cameras. All up and down Cassie, you know they got cameras. So what did this man? He just disappeared. He drove the car 2 blocks away. You got license plate scammers, readers, you know. People, to me, it's something fishy. I'm telling you, it just. Now I could be wrong. I'm not saying I get it right all the time.
I don't like it. It's something not right. It's something off about it. Where, like you said, where is the footage of this person walking around in a heavy gang infested area? That is not welcoming to a man that looks like him at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. He's a target.
Yeah.
If they catch him out there, he was going to be the one on the ground. Only way is if he is in that shelter, like the last caller was saying. If he's one of the
that's a good possibility. But you can't walk in no shelter 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning unless they know you're working.
Is dark.
Yeah.
Maybe that would explain why he was roaming the street. If he's one of those migrants and knows that he can't walk in that shelter at that time.
Well, I tell you what, if a migrant did it, he's gone.
It's a reward. If he's not, they're going to tell.
Oh, somebody said, my theory is this young man stole something out of the car that when it was dropped off in the alley on Mozart, he doesn't shoot her. I mean, I don't know what he means, but he doesn't shoot her. Well, he's not the shooter.
He's not the shooter.
Right. That's possible. That's possible.
Was the car running when they found it? That's you asking for trouble walking up on a car in the alley.
Okay.
Well, then they would know that he didn't do it, that he was seen going in the vehicle.
Okay, yeah.
But it should be footage of him going in the vehicle.
Man, listen.
How would you know to ask for him?
Well, this is real, people.
It's weird. It's weird, and I want to know. The killer is still walking around free.
And it's weird they ain't called him yet. The way they be when a police officer is killed.
Can I say something too? Yeah. Most of these criminal-minded people, they don't even have a wallet. I hate to say it. They don't even have a wallet.
Pocket.
Yeah, he had a wallet. Yeah.
You know, Martin, they might just pull anybody off the street because if you got a record, you know, and if it's not an inside job like you said, and they want to solve it fast, all they got to do, you know, they'll just pin anybody. If they put it on anybody, and they say, well, look, you know, you already on strike 2, you already got a record. Yeah, that's how they do it too. You know. So.
Well, see, they know the public gonna demand. See, listen. Remember, I always say that we living in a good day and time. They can't just tell us anything now. When they make up their narrative, we intelligent enough. Okay, well, is there any footage or how you know he did this time and did this and went here? So it's gonna be a good one here, y'all. Somebody said do they have them on video running from the shooting? If they do, they have not showed it yet. That would kill it right there.
Why not show it?
Right.
Yep. Why not show it?
Yeah.
You can show the frozen image of the clothing, the jacket,
right,
the backpack.
And I'm gonna tell you,
that backpack looked like it's heavy.
Yeah, that guy, he looked so calm and didn't look like he was shaking up or nothing. If he killed, I'm not saying he can't be shoot, because you got some shooters, they can go home and blow your brains out and go home and eat some Captain Crunch. Like nothing ever happened. So, I mean, there are a lot of questions that we need the answers for. You know, as I say always, I hate to see a police officer get killed. I hate to see a citizen get killed. But we know this is the type of line of duty that people are in, they choose, and things can happen. Yeah. So, again, people, we're not going to drag this on. We've been on here an hour, 12 minutes. I think that's enough. And anybody else got any concerns about anything else that's going on? You want to talk about the home invasion that went on today?
Where?
Yeah, that's crazy. The home invasion. I mean, with all that said, what's going on? I mean, what's this a trend now? It's gonna be more bloodshed because people are not just gonna let people run in their homes and start taking them hostage. They're gonna start blowing them away, and the innocent people are gonna be the ones thrown in jail for defending themselves. Who is gonna sit there and let somebody even get in their house? If they can prevent them from getting in their house, they're going to do whatever they have to do. I mean, in the state of Illinois, if you stick your dog on somebody, the criminal can sue you. Help me understand that, and they're breaking in your house.
Well, that intruder got shot. Said he turned around to hit the person. You had already done the home invasion. You turned around and physically assaulted the home owner, proprietor of the home, and then thought you was just gonna walk out of there after you done violated these people's homes and got shot. The way the cookie crumbles sometimes.
Well,
bad guy can't win all the time.
Just as much as you ready to kill, you better be ready to die. Y'all know how it go. You planning on a funeral, and it might be your funeral that they're gonna be planning on. Louis Ramsey said, Martin, one of the footage showed him going in the store with a black jacket, and the other showed him with a gray jacket with a reflective tape on the jacket. So, and which is true, 2 different angles. But when did this happen? Before, after, during? We don't know. Did not. It's the details are very sketchy.
After night.
Mm-hmm. They haven't asked. They have not asked for the community for help. Well, they identify the guy, yeah, but I'm talking about what about the cameras?
Mm-hmm. Something they don't want to talk about.
Well, one thing about this show,
they need to release it all, but people will help. People will tell, and they will help. They will lead them right to that man, the way he did that boy. They will lead them right to him. People, like you said, we're scared to come outside. We can't go nowhere. We can't do nothing. It's one more that don't need to be on the street. If he did it, release all the footage so people can see and be like, oh, I know who that is, and get the reward money.
Has joined.
Don't let him roam the street. Put all the footage out so that he can be, people can go right, oh, that's so-and-so.
What was the home invasion on 80th and what was that, the home invasion? Marcus?
Was it Vincennes? I don't know.
That's right off Vincennes, but I think, was it Carpenter? What was it? What was right off Vincennes?
I think somebody said Carpenter.
Yeah. Okay. We got another call, people. Let's see what this caller talking about. We get out of here. 3945.
Yes, sir. You know what it is.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, old-timer.
Sangerman. Somebody said Sangerman. Sangerman, okay.
Okay. But Martin, that brother who they showcasing on TV, you don't think he should, to clear himself, that he should turn himself in and say, look, I ain't got nothing to hide because, this is me right here. I didn't do it. You don't think he should do that to clear himself?
Because they get a lawyer.
Because if they convert him, it's going to be a mess.
Well, you know what? Well, according to what they're showing so far, they don't. I mean, from what we're looking at, they really don't have proof that he did it. You know,
right? But anybody that know him or know any, they're looking for any little trait, so they can send 10, 12, 20 cars.
But old timer, let me ask you a question. If that from 63rd and Sangerman to California, I'm sorry, to 55th and Cassie, 55th, 56 or whatever. I mean, where the other footage at? You drove the car 2 blocks away, put in the alley. It got to be some other footage of him walking down blocks or something. It has to be. So why are you just showing us some convenience store footage?
Man, them people play a lot of games. You're right. I mean, they play.
That's all I'm saying, old timer. Old timer, man. Come on now. So you telling me y'all got a picture of him before the shooting and after the shooting. And he gonna stop at the store and get him something, pull out his EBT card and get some. And that don't make no sense. A criminal, I'm thinking that he want to get far away as possible from that area. And the sister just said she Googled it. It take 28 minutes from the spot where the officer got killed for him to get to where he at. We'll just say 20 minutes, give and take, because he drove the car 2 blocks away.
Okay.
So I'm just saying, old timer, I understand what you're saying too. Old timer.
Maybe they're gonna stop showing it because what you're saying making a lot of sense. Okay, and they probably, but man, you know how it is, Brother Martin. They got to try to find something. They're gonna try to find something, and whatever little bit that they can. It can be just a speck. They're gonna try to jump on it and try to pin this on somebody because ever since I've been living, if you do anything to a police officer, they just they act like I took all I took. I can't take no more. They that's the way that they act. They act like that, and they're gonna converge on somebody. They're gonna try to find somebody, and that's probably why they got tape out there so they can show this, and they putting this on TV.
Right. But I'm just saying that longer period of gap, old timer, then you got rumors around saying that this cop was gay. Now, if he was gay or whatever, I mean, that's his
Oh.
sexual preference. You know, I don't know. I have no way of knowing that. I can't.
Oh, boy.
I can't go on that though. Overtime, old timer. I can't. You know.
Well, yeah.
Right.
Well, you could may not have been. I hope it was. Well, whatever he was.
Right.
He don't have the right to shoot and kill anyone. But
Right.
I'd say that whoever this person is, person of interest as they call it, you know, is they looking for that person, and they looking for anybody that might even know anything about the person. So if he can get a lawyer to turn himself in and say, hey, look, I ain't got nothing to hide, you know, because that's going to be, they're going to search night and day until they come up with something else. But it's strange how they don't have any type of footage of the car going down the street or anything. You know, that's kind of strange right there. I'd say it is. So they should have the car and turn it into the alley somewhere along the line. You know, so that's it's a strange thing right now. But man, they probably working. They say whatever you got to do. You know, right now, and just focusing on that person. But it could be throwing people off and searching for somebody else and using that person to make it seem as though that they're looking for. That's what they're looking for.
And you're probably correct, old time. I don't put nothing past the Chicago Police Department, what they're doing investigating. But what I do know, I can say this, old timer. Anytime a Chicago police officer gets shot and killed in this city, normally they solve that crime within 24 to 48 hours. And if they don't solve it, you won't hear nothing else about it. It's an inside job to me. That's just my theory.
Okay, well,
and I will say this: Chicago Police Department can solve crimes. They may not solve your son or daughter crime, but they can. They are capable of solving crimes, and that's been proven. Yeah.
But proof right here that
Absolutely.
Whenever the police stop you, you don't say nothing. Because see, this is the proof right here. On this case right here, you should be able to learn something from this, because the more you say to a police officer, then the more you dig a deeper hole you digging for yourself, no matter what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not just talking about this case, but this is proof right here. If you say, "Well, I did see," you saw it, and then right then and there, you're involved. So you don't answer no questions from the police. Whenever the police ask you something, you have to understand that you need to be quiet, because they looking for something. They would take anything. The police stopped me one night and they gave me a ticket, and I asked him, what was the problem? And he told me, he said, "Well, you ran the stop sign." I said, "Well, I stopped at the stop sign." And he said, and so he gave me the ticket, so I went to court. So when I went to court, the man asked me, how did I plead? I told him I pled not guilty. So then he asked for the officer to come forward. So when the officer came forward, he said, "Did you have a conversation with this defendant?" He said, "Yes, sir." He said, "What was the nature of that conversation?" He told me that he ran the stop sign because he didn't think the police would be out that time of night.
What?
And that's what he told it.
Oh.
I said, "Come on, man." But that's what the police officer told the judge right to my face. It didn't hurt me that he gave me the ticket, but it hurt me that he lied right to my face. That's what he did. He told the police, well, he said he ran the stop sign. He didn't think the police would be out that time of night. I said, man, so that's what I'm saying. You don't say to the police, because the police will tell you about the time they stopped me. Told me, he said, but the next time I stop you, it's going to be pretty. And that's what he told me. I had that cover on my license plate. So I'm saying, you don't say nothing to him. And this right here, this thing right here, if anybody say anything, why did this young man, you implicate yourself in this now, so you need to be quiet. So people don't, when it comes to the police rights, you don't say nothing. I don't care what they're trying to do. What kind of question they asking you, you just be quiet. You don't have to say anything.
Well, did the judge allow you to defend yourself when he said that?
Hey, the judge, the police believe what the police said. Right to my face. I said, I did not say that. He told, and I'm telling you word for word right now. I'm not gonna make this up. And from that time forward, I knew that you couldn't try. I knew you couldn't trust the police before, but he told the police that I ran the stop sign because I didn't think the police would be out that time of night. He said that I told him that.
Wow.
So and I'm just telling you. So
well,
you know, this is
old timer.
they doing.
We living in a good day and time now. We got the body cameras, we got the audio, we got the dashboard cameras. We got it. You got your cell phones. We got it.
Well, that's true. But it could be, you know.
It's a new day. It's a new day now.
Yes, sir. It's my understanding that when they stop you, you know, you let them know that that information they're looking for is over in their glove compartment. And I mean, I ain't just asking you, you know, like, well, sir, can I reach? Hey, man, that's my call that registration is. I don't know, because see, first of all, they don't need no registration from your car anyway, because you know they already when they pull up behind you, and they would have done that young man justice that they shot all those. That would never happen. If they'd have pulled up and ascertained all that information from the young man license, boy, but the boy only had the car for what, 3 days or 3 weeks or something? Okay.
Yeah, a couple of days.
If they'd have pulled up behind him and got the license plate, send it to Springfield, got back, when they got to him, because there's nothing wrong with what he did. They actually say, "What are you doing?" He said, "I'm doing nothing." So then at one time he was struggling. He said, I'm trying to. So then next thing you know, all mayhem broke out. See, but if they would have did their job the way they were supposed to, but what you see now is a big cover up. Got a big cover up, and they got the mayor scared to say anything. So because that's what Canizaro did when Lightfoot was in there. They tried to handcuff Lightfoot. Oh no, that Lightfoot was a prosecutor, and she wasn't gonna take nothing from the police, so she knew them like the back of her hand, and that's why they didn't like her. So,
well, Daley was their best friend. They loved the mayor Daley because they were pulling black people over in this city like crazy. I got pulled over and went to court, and the judge told me, because it was my second offense driving without insurance, $500, and I said no problem. The white cops blurted out, "How can that kid afford to pay that?" The judge called me back and said, "You ain't got to pay nothing. Go get your driver's license. They stopped you because you were black." And told them, "Don't bring this crap in my courtroom."
Okay.
So I was lucky.
That was a good day.
Mm-hmm.
But anytime the mayor, now I personally know the mayor where I live. But at the time, and I know the police chief. I'm supposed to be in lockstep with him, but that don't mean that all his officers know me.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to be careful with them. And because my thing is, if they talk to me, I say, well, look, let me call the mayor. I'm gonna call the mayor right now, or either I'm gonna call Perez right now, because I mean, because other than that, man, they will hurt you. And this could be this could be your last day, your last minute on this earth.
Old timer. I got Dr.
Yeah.
D. She came on late, and I got another call. I got 2 more callers. I'm trying to end this. Hold on. Just hold on. Okay, Doctor.
No, I'm just listening, you all.
Okay, you done? Yeah. Okay, I got a new caller then. 3268. Come on, caller.
What's going on, Martin?
Oh, hey, Mr. Roosevelt. It's Martin Johnson. Mr. Roosevelt. All right. That's my buddy. Oh, no, I've been waiting on you, Roosevelt.
Hey, Martin, I'm about to get off. I'll talk to y'all later.
You go on 900? I need some more entertainment.
Yeah.
Why you leaving me?
Oh, okay.
It's still early.
You want me on it? Okay. I'll stay on.
I need a laugh tonight.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Get ready to go to bed. Lay it down.
You ain't got no man at home with you, so you can stay up. No problem.
Don't play on me, Martin.
Come on, Roosevelt. You ain't no man in your house. You know that. Come on, Roosevelt.
Well, I just wanted to say that I don't know what's going on and everything with this, officer and who they're showing and everything. But to me, it's just a darn shame. Every single time something happens to a police officer, as far as I'm concerned, they just get really, really stupid. they start doing things in our community and everything towards us and everything, and they just try to put it on anybody and everybody. And it's a shame how they can solve their murders and crimes in like, a day, but yet they don't solve, crime for regular people. But yet, they'll go and solve their people's murder and everything like that. And they, it's like what you said. Sometimes they might want to put something just on anybody and everything who might have a first or second strike or anything. And that's just because, the police is, Chicago Police Department is an evil, bloodthirsty gang. That's all it is. It is. So this is why this all happens. So it's pretty much criminals who protect criminals. And it's a shame how that officer went and lied on, old time and everything. So it just goes to show you, it's just nothing but an evil type of fraternity, because all judges, all police officers, the reason why judges always believe police officers is because they're all members of the Fraternal Order of Police. So there's a bunch of evil men who protect a whole bunch of other evil men. They're all evil. Ain't none of them good. It's a shame. They should be looking after us, the people. This is who they took an oath and a promise to, not to each other.
Well,
Roosevelt.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question? Are there any good polices out here?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, they're not good as long as they don't rat on other bad officers. Because treating me nice at a traffic stop does not make you good. Being nice to me when you see me on the street or giving me a smile or whatever or something does not make you good. Mm-hmm. But what makes you good is when the rubber really meets the road. When you see another officer doing wrong and you have to stick to your fortitude. You put your big girl drawers on and the big boy pants on, and you're able to tell the truth on this bad officer. But many of them do not do this.
Okay. I agree. I can't argue that, Roosevelt. But Roosevelt, from this point on, when we talk about police shooting and all that, this is what I want you to do. I want you to difference your bias toward the police, which is legitimate that you have, and get to the point. Let's get down to the facts of what happened. Now, some people get mad at me because they say I support the police. I support the police when they're right. When they're wrong, I'm against them. Period. Period. But
it's hard for a person to lay down their bias if they've been a victim. In my case, and if you never received justice for your problem, it's almost like, and I'm not trying to make anybody feel bad. Like, if you have somebody out there who's a murderer who took the life of your loved one, and you never received justice. And let's just say it's something that they know exactly who did it, but they just refuse to go and pick this person up or do anything. And yet justice never happened for you. Yeah, you might be left feeling some type of way. If it was any other kind of situation like that, if I lost a loved one and everything through someone else, everybody would encourage me to go and fight for justice. Everybody would encourage me to yell it, scream it, and sing it and shout it from the rooftops as to what went on. But anytime it comes down to police, everybody always acts like you're supposed to shut up. Everybody always acts like you're supposed to cower down and bow down and lay down and do everything else and not speak up and not say anything.
Okay. Well, could you explain something to me, Roosevelt? I'm asking. I'm not getting mad at you or anything. Could you explain to me what is a good officer?
The good officer, I think, is one who puts the people first, because this is what you took an oath to. You took an oath, first of all, when you raised your right hand, put your hand on the Bible, whatever that was. That you would, first of all, defend the Constitution of the United States. And you serve and protect the people in the jurisdiction in which you serve, whether it be Chicago, LA, Dallas, New York, or wherever. And it's actually somebody who's serious actually about doing it and serving the people. Someone who is honorable, someone who completely tells the truth, even if the truth possibly could hurt them. Someone who doesn't come into court in old timers' case, go and actually get up and tell this bald-faced lie and say something that didn't happen. Someone who steps in and openly tells a bad officer that they are corrupt. If they see an officer beating up on someone, just like if I was an officer, I think I'd be a good one, because the first thing, this is what a good officer would do. If one officer was trying to beat up on someone else, I would say, no, you can't do that. If he continued, I would tell him, stop before I arrest you. And then if he didn't stop, I would take his gun off of him, and then I would arrest him and then report the incident. That's what a good officer does. That's the only thing that will make you honorable. But none of them do this stuff, because the only thing that they do is cover each other's butts. I mean, it's a big brotherhood. It is no other occupation almost in the world that's considered to be a major brotherhood.
Roosevelt, I got to ask you a question. You don't have to answer it. You don't have to answer it. And I'm going to let y'all go. Tell me your thoughts about this officer that got shot and killed.
Well, I don't really know. I mean, and this is, Lord have mercy, this is really going to sound cold, and this is really going to sound cool. But, maybe, and I'll put it out here, something to begin with, before anybody else says I'm wrong. I mean, I'll go ahead and possibly say what I'm about to say is wrong, okay? Before anybody else says it. Before I start with someone else, I'll start with myself first. But sometimes, when it comes down to police, sometimes I admit I do not feel really is sorry for them when police officers get killed. Because my whole thing is, I'm wondering, because they always beat somebody up and always tell the best of them and everything when something happens to them. But my whole thing is, what did they do to people on the job? How were they on the job? Were they corrupt on the job? Did they do the job right? How many people did they cuss out and call EMFs and SOBs and everything on the job? Because and any time they have the service, they always have for some reason, for any time an officer gets killed, they always want their funeral televised. Anytime it's the priest or the pastor and stuff, they always want to put them in heaven. But if you did something corrupt on the job, I don't care if it's something as small as a gnat's eyebrow. You're not going to know heaven. You're not going to know heaven at all. So that's what I wonder. What kind of officer was this on the job? Was this an honorable person? This is what always goes through my head. How did this person treat people? I'm not going to just go and just jump to the fact. Well, he's a young police officer and everything has a family, blah, 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 blah. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to wonder how he treated people on the job, because that's where the rubber meets the road, not this other crap people want to talk about.
All right, let's get them likes up on YouTube. Get them likes up, hit like and share. All right. Okay, Roosevelt. I can't imagine what you would say. That's why I asked you. Roosevelt, I'll tell you, I have a lot of bad experience with police officers.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Roosevelt. Roosevelt, I didn't hear you. Go ahead.
Maybe I'm wrong for saying that and feeling like that. But like I said, anytime, if it was somebody else out here on the street that got killed, I think I'd have more sympathy for them than I would a police officer getting killed. Because sometimes, depending on how they treated people on the job, sometimes I think to myself, yeah, probably had it coming.
Okay, Dr. D, what you got to say about that? You got to say something.
That's tough. That's really tough, Roosevelt. But you're entitled to your opinion. And there are some bad cops and there are some good cops out here. But at the end of the day, they still human beings.
You're not good if you don't speak against the bad. You're not good if you don't speak against the bad. If you see another person being bullied, or if you know if an officer planted evidence on someone or false evidence cause somebody to go to jail, and if this is something that you saw and you know about it, you're just as bad.
Yeah, but luckily, as Martin said,
Tell the
that
truth
we have cameras
and shame
everywhere.
the devil.
Everywhere now. We have cameras. Even, the cars have cameras. You can see it's not your car. So we're blessed nowadays. We have more technology to help us fight our case. I would rather live than to die in the hands of the police because I didn't comply. So we have to, thank God that we have cameras, that they have body cams if they have to turn them on in record time, but that's supposed to be a must that they do that. And I'm not against the police because we definitely need the police. If something was to happen, I will call the police in a minute. I will call them in a hot minute to come do your job because that's what I pay my taxes for. And I'm not trying to fight crime out here. And I can't, So we all have to be vigilant. We all have to be careful. Period. Even with the police, just be careful out here. As you all know, the summer is coming. The warmer it gets, the more crime there is. More crime it is. So we have to be really careful. And not only that, we have these Venezuelans out here as well, robbing people. An individual been arrested 7 times. Why they keep letting them out? So we just have to really be careful out here, people. That's all I have to say.
Okay. Well, that concludes. Go ahead, old time. I'll let you close out. Go ahead.
It's amazing sometimes with the officers because just like on the fire department, you have a briefing and a debriefing every day. And it's strange how an officer, the last thing, one of the last things that they're told before they leave that office, if you do right, I can cover for you. But if you do wrong, I can't cover for you. That's what the commander tells them. This is not one day. This is every day. And yet at the same time, you see an officer with a cold blue silence. Some of them say that they Christian. Now I don't know how a Christian officer can see one of his officers put handcuffs.
No Christians. Ain't none of them saved.
Put the handcuffs on the person and take and slam their head down on the hood and different things like that. But they put handcuffs on and say, "Hey man, this is not what I signed up for." I ain't say you got to say it at the time, but you can put them to the side. Say, "Look, man, if this is what you're gonna be doing, I'm gonna request not to ride with you." Now the way that happens is the way that goes.
I would say it right in front of the person. I wouldn't care. I wouldn't take them aside.
You can say it right in front of them, but the tide is so on in the other direction that they will leave you out there by yourself, and they say, "Now when Reggie needs help, no, let's not help him because he a turncoat. He done turned on us." And he told one officer, embarrass him in front of a criminal. Talking about you ain't got to treat him like that, and all that. See, they'll do that kind of stuff. And so other people, it's strange, but every day that they're told before they leave the station, if you do good, we okay. But if you don't, now I know police chiefs, and this is what they're told. And the fire department, every time a fire is put out, they have a debrief to find out what we could have done good, or what we could have done, or what we can do better. And so it ain't no question that everybody know their job. But I know for a living fact that they got that department on that police department. They're going to the fire department. I know for a fact, but I believe it's on the police department that somebody gonna take matters into their own hand because they're gonna be the John Wayne. This is absolute fact. And when you on that fire department, man, this can be a 2-man job. But if you take a nanosecond and don't act fast enough, the other person will run over. They say, "Man, what you doing?" You say it's supposed to be 2-man. "Oh, Reggie, you too slow." So they try to play the hero role, but they will turn their coat on you if you and say, "Hey, man, you supposed to look the other way when I do something. You ain't supposed to go and say nothing about it. You supposed to say I didn't see what he did," and that's how they do. That's how they do. So but and if you ain't got to break the law, best thing to do is don't break it, because you ain't gonna get no support from the police. And you can see the black officers out there, they're not treating the white people like the way the white people treat the black people. See, the black people, the black police officers don't say,
let you know how evil it is.
Treat people, y'all shot this man 96 times, shot at his car, and then the white man can do something and you shoot at his car 2 times. Or can have a knife and you compete with him to put the knife down. But the black man, where he lunged at the police officer, they'll say. And the police officer feared for his life. And black officers ain't saying nothing. And this is around this is around the world, in major cities, that the black officers will jump on black people, but they won't do that same thing, that same type of beat down to a white person. And the white lady, oh man, you better not touch that, do that white lady like that, because they'll say, oh man, you gone too far, man. You gone too far.
Okay. Man, you know what?
Can I tell you something?
Go ahead.
To agree with you.
Go ahead.
There was this white lady, black cop stopped her in Hyde Park. And this white lady towed a ticket up in front of him and threw it on the ground and told him, excuse my language. This is what she told him. You ain't shit. What you doing don't mean nothing to me.
That's right.
So, and then you have some cases, Roosevelt, can I also say something? Why the black Christian officers or officers who are Christians, they may be Christians, but at the end of the day, that's a job. And if those supervisors, if those supervisors are corrupt, if they go in there and they report their partner, but the supervisor doesn't do anything. Like I used to work for the park district. I saw some stuff that the people who worked at the same park that I worked at did to the kids. I wanted to report it to the supervisor. You report it to the supervisor on their side, it goes nowhere. So now that officer is in danger. They will get picked on if they do one little thing or come in late. They could possibly lose their job. They're going to pick at them all kind of ways. So they're putting themselves, they're on a job. There's a system that's corrupt. The system has to change in order for them to start snitching on each other like that.
Okay. All right, people, we're going to hold it there. We're going to hold this almost 2-hour mark, 1 hour, 46 minutes. We're going to hold it there. I appreciate all of you guys coming in with your comments. Thank you guys for hanging around. It's terrible. Again, people, we give condolences to the family of the officer that was shot and killed, and hopefully this crime gets solved ASAP. Not only just a police crime, all crimes in the city. Well, okay, well, it's, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I just don't want to have no hate in my heart against nothing. Let it harbor, because I'm a firm believer. I call the police. I definitely need them. I need to call them because they'll stop me from going to penitentiary. I need them. So, all right. Well, thank y'all. Y'all know what it is.
You already know what it is. Live, uncut,
and what?
Unedited. Tell the truth.
And what?
And shame the devil.
I love being black.
I love being black.
I love being